In this video, we will talk about Python programming language and we will see how we can install it and its various features. So let's begin. So Python is an object-oriented high-level programming language. It was developed by Guido van Rossum in 1991 at National Institute of Mathematics and Research in Netherlands. It is owned by Python Software Foundation (PSF) now. So Python was named after the reptile python because of its flexible body. Python is also a flexible programming language used for a variety of tasks. So the similarity between that reptile and Python programming is their flexibility. So it was named after Python, the reptile. Now Python was based on a ABC language and it was inspired by the famous comedy show of BBC, Monty Python's Flying Circus. Now let's talk about features of Python. So Python is interpreted, interactive, directly executed with pre-compiled code. This means that user don't need to compile the program before executing it. It is loosely typed object-oriented programming language, which means the program is done with very few keywords and simple English language. It is an open source and portable language having a large repository of libraries, which means Python is completely free to download, install and use, and it has huge library of function to perform a huge variety of tasks. It is very user interactive language and takes very less time to develop any program using Python. It has its built-in high-level data types and features dynamic typing. It is extensible, extendable and highly efficient as there is no wastage of time in declaring the types of variables or arguments. It supports GUI and garbage collection that helps in better memory management. It is easily compatible with other languages like C, C++, Core Java, etc. Python is used in both scientific and non-scientific calculations. I just wanted an explanation. Let's talk about advantages of Python. So Python is a platform independent programming language, which means it can run across all platforms like Windows, Linux, Android, Mac OS and other operating systems. Next, Python is widely used for its readability. Python programs use clear, simple, concise English-like instructions that are used to read and understand even by non-programmers. Now Python is an interactive, interpreted and object-oriented programming language. Python is used for its higher productivity. Since Python is a simple language with small codes and extensive libraries, it offers a higher productivity to programmers than languages like C++ and Java. So a large task can be executed using small blocks of code. Now it takes very less time to learn Python programming because of its simplified and shorter codes. Python is a GUI programming language, which means it uses graphic user interface applications that can be created and ported to many system calls, libraries and Windows systems such as Windows MFC, Microsoft Foundation Class Library, Macintosh and X Windows system of Unix. Now another advantage of Python is its availability of libraries. It provides a large standard libraries to solve a task. Another advantage of Python is its syntax highlighting. It allows to distinguish between input, output and error messages by different color codes. For all these features of Python programming language is widely used by programmers and developers to build any software, AI or anything. Let's talk about applications of Python. So for its flexibility, versatility and user interactive interface, Python is used for a variety of tasks. It is widely used for system programming, GUI programming, internet scripting and web, gaming, text processing, network programming, etc. It is used for AI, machine learning and robotics. It is used by developers and engineers to develop new apps. It is used in Google search engines and YouTube, etc. It is even used for scientific and defense purposes. Now let's see how we will install a Python program. So first of all, we will download the Python setup file. So for this, we will open up our browser and type https://www.python.org/downloads/ and then press enter. So this page opens up, the Python organization's own web page, and we will find an option Python, download Python 3.9.6. it is the latest version now. So we will click into this link, and now it is asking to choose for the path or the location where we will save. So for this, my location will be drive B, where I store all the setup files of my softwares. So I will save it here and it gets downloaded. So we will click into this and the setup process starts. Now the setup process has started. So we will click into install now, and we can see our Python installation has started. It takes a bit of time because it needs to install all the libraries, and Python has got a lot of libraries as we discussed. So as you could see, we didn't need to pay anything for downloading it and installing, because Python is totally a open source software. We don't need to pay anything for using it or download it. So it is done. Yeah, installation process is complete. Now you will get a message within a while. Yeah, so setup is successfully installed. We can see setup was successful. This message pops up. By this message you can know that setup is complete. So we'll close this, cancel this. Yeah, sure. So we'll minimize and see whether our Python is installed or not. IDLE, yeah. So Python 3.9 is installed, as you can see. We'll open it up. Yeah, so our Python is installed. So installing Python was really easy. Anyone can install it. So this was installation of Python. Now let's see how we can use Python. So we can use Python in two modes. First one is the command line and second is the interactive mode. So let's see. For this we will open up Python. We will type just IDLE. So yeah, we can see IDLE Python 3.9. We'll open it up, and then yeah, it has opened. This prompt shows that Python is ready to take any command. Yeah, so we'll pass on a command, print hello world. Print hello. Yeah, so it will print hello. Yeah, you can see we just typed enter, and it gives us the output. This was the command line interaction, and we will open now see interactive mode. So for this we will go to file and open new file. Yeah, so here it is, the Python is opened in interactive mode. So we will see in this interactive mode a block, we can write a block of code and construct a Python program, and the Python program will run in a shell. But in the command line interaction, a simple command could be passed in this, and the Python could give the output. We could get the output by simply pressing enter, but in this interactive mode this doesn't happen. Let's see. We'll type on print hello. Yeah, so here it is, and we will save it. For this we will go to save, file save, and then we will save it first program. Yeah, .py. So py is the extension of any Python file. Yeah, we'll save it. Yeah, and then we'll go to run option and then run module, and here it is. Our program has run successfully. Okay, we could see that for running any program, it could not be run by simply pressing enter in interactive mode, just like the command line. We have to open the shell. Yeah, so Now Python is a case sensitive Python is a case sensitive programming language. This means the keywords or the elements could not be identified if they are not typed or passed in respective cases. So we can see print is a function to print anything, and Python has identified, so it has highlighted it with violet. So if we just type it and change the print into uppercase, see, yeah, so it could not identify it. We will just save it and run it, and let's see what is the thing. Yeah, what it gives output. Yeah, so run module F5. Yeah, it has given us an error. The name print is not defined, we can see. And for in interactive mode, the if during compilation of any program, if the compiler finds any error, it will just write the error in red so that we can identify it. This is the GUI or the color highlighting option of the Python feature. Yeah, so we'll change it and write it again in print. Yeah, so we'll run it, save it first of all. So for running any program, we have to first save it, or else it will not run. Yeah, so we will run it, run module F5. Yeah, it has run, it has printed hello. So this was all. This was all about Python programming language. This was all for today. We will meet in the next video. Till then, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
When I close my eyes before going